its bold spices and tantalizing aroma, Ofada sauce stands out as a flavor powerhouse. It is not just a condiment, it is the star of the show, perfectly complementing the rich and aromatic Ofada rice. Are you curious about what sets Ofada rice and sauce apart from your usual dishes? Then join us as we uncover the magic behind this Nigerian delicacy and get ready to savor flavors like never before. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. Don't miss out. Watch till the end for a perfect twist. The ingredients I'll be using in today's recipe are 1. Bleached palm oil. This oil is actually palm oil that has been processed to remove its natural color and flavor, resulting in a lighter, more neutral oil. It is commonly used in Nigerian cuisine for its rich, smooth texture and ability to enhance the color of dishes. Next, we have seasoning cubes, ground crayfish, onion, beef broth, pepper mix, which is a blend of blended bell peppers, scotch bonnet peppers, and cayenne peppers. Also, we have beef, cow skin, boiled eggs, Ofada rice, and moi moi leaves. So first of all, cook the Ofada rice. And in order to accomplish this, 1. Thoroughly rinse the Ofada rice in cold water to remove any excess starch and impurities. 2. For softer rice, soak the Ofada rice in water for about 30 minutes to an hour. This step can help reduce cooking time and also improve texture. 3. Bring a pot of water to a boil. You'll need about 2 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice, but then this can vary slightly depending on the rice and your desired texture. 4. Add the rinsed and soaked Ofada rice to the boiling water. You need to stir occasionally to prevent sticking. Once the rice is cooked, remove the pot from the heat and let the rice sit covered for about 5 minutes. Then fluff the rice with a fork to separate the grains. So while the rice is cooking, heat up a generous amount of oil. One important ingredient which I forgot to list out is iru, which is also known as locust beans. In the course of the video, I'll tell you more about it. Once the oil is hot, carefully add the beef pieces into it. Fry the beef, turning occasionally until it is browned and crispy on all sides. The importance of using locust beans in making Ofada sauce cannot be overemphasized. Locust beans provide a rich, savory umami flavor that is essential to the distinct taste of Ofada sauce. Once the beef is fried, use a slotted spoon to remove the beef from the oil. Now it is time to make the Ofada sauce, and in order to do this, I'll be using the same oil which I used in frying the beef. Using the same oil for the sauce adds richness and depth of flavor, making the dish even more delicious. And so I started by adding the chopped onions. Add iru, which is also known as locust beans, and this is a traditional fermented condiment used widely in West African cuisine, particularly in Nigeria. Next, add the blended onion. Since Ofada sauce is a traditional Nigerian dish, locust beans is one of the ingredients that defines its authenticity. Add some ground crayfish. Add the blended pepper mix. Stir well to combine with the oil. Cook the mixture over medium heat, stirring occasionally to prevent burning. Cook for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the oil starts to separate from the paste. Locust bean is packed with nutrients including protein, fiber, and important minerals like calcium and iron. So incorporating locust bean in a fada sauce does not only make the dish delicious, it also makes it nourishing. Layer in your seasoning. Now add in the fried beef and cow skin. Add in the eggs. And then allow to simmer for some minutes to let the flavors combine. Now taste the sauce and adjust the seasoning if necessary. And there you have it, a masterpiece of bold flavors and rich textures. This Ofada sauce is truly a celebration of Nigerian cuisine at its finest. This dish is proof that simplicity and tradition can create something extraordinary. With each spoonful, you will experience why Ofada sauce is a timeless favorite. A perfect balance of flavors packed with tradition and love. Ofada rice and sauce, an unforgettable taste experience you want to enjoy over and over. Have you tried Ofada rice and sauce before? How did this recipe turn out for you? Drop your feedback in the comments below and let's chat about your experience or any twist you have added or you would want to add to this dish. I would really love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining me on this flavorful journey. If you enjoyed learning how to make this delicious Ofada rice and sauce, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. Also, subscribe to the channel for more tasty recipes. There is still plenty more to come. See you in the next one. Alright guys, let me ask you something. A very serious question. Have you ever wondered what would happen if a peanut butter sandwich and French toast had a delicious baby? Well, today we're about to find out. I mean, seriously, what's better than creamy peanut butter inside golden French toast? Can you think of anything? No? Me neither. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. So guys, if you're ready to take your breakfast game from ordinary to extraordinary, stay tuned because this peanut butter French toast is going to make you wish you had tried it sooner. The ingredients for today's recipe are peanut butter, bread slices, milk, and egg. If you enjoy a bit of texture and crunch, leave the crust on. But if you want a softer, more luxurious French toast experience, cutting off the crust is the way to go. In order to cut the crust, 1. Place the bread on the cutting board. 2. Using a sharp knife, cut along the outer edge of the bread. 3. Be careful not to press down too hard while cutting the bread so the bread stays fluffy and does not flatten. Some pros of cutting the crust of the bread include 1. It makes every bite soft and evenly cooked. 2. It gives the French toast a clean, uniform look, which can make it more visually appealing when served. And 3. It makes the bread cook more evenly in the pan, ensuring the peanut butter melts inside and the French toast turns golden brown on all sides. So once the edges are removed, you are left with soft, crustless slices that are perfect for absorbing the egg mixture and creating a melt in your mouth peanut butter French toast. You can decide to use 2 slices of bread for the peanut butter French toast, but in this recipe, I'll be using 3 slices of bread. Using 3 slices of bread for the peanut butter French toast can create a delicious and hearty version of the classic dish. In order to accomplish this, start by creating peanut butter between 2 slices of bread to create a sandwich. Then take a third slice and place it on top to form a thicker sandwich. Next, sieve the egg mixture. Sieving the egg mixture is a simple step that can enhance the quality of your peanut butter French toast by ensuring a smoother, more even coating and preventing any unwanted bits in your dish. It is a small but effective technique for achieving delicious results. Next, add milk to the eggs and then using a whisk or a fork, beat the eggs and milk together until they are fully combined. This helps incorporate air, making the mixture light and fluffy. Next, dip both sides of the sandwich into the egg mixture, making sure the bread soaks up the mixture but doesn't get too soggy. Next, heat a skillet or frying pan over medium heat and melt a little butter or oil. Place the sandwich in the pan and cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until golden brown and cooked through. Here are some fun facts about peanut butter. 1. Peanuts aren't actually nuts. They are legumes like beans and lentils. 2. Peanut butter was invented in the 1890s by a doctor looking for a nutritious protein source for patients who couldn't choose solid food. 3. Astronauts love peanut butter. It's one of the foods they take to space because it's shelf stable and packed with nutrients. And 4. The largest peanut butter sandwich ever made weighed over 1,000 pounds and was created in Oklahoma. Here are some fun facts about French toast. 1. French toast isn't actually French. Versions of it are found in many cultures, from Roman to German, where it is called Amerita or Paul Night. 2. In the United States, National French Toast Day is celebrated on November 28th. 3. In France, French toast is called pain perdu, which means lost bread, as it was a way to save stale or old bread. 4. French toast was often a luxury food in medieval times because eggs, milk, and bread were expensive. And there you have it, the ultimate peanut butter French toast that transforms your breakfast game. With each bite, you get that perfect combination of crispy golden bread and creamy peanut butter that's sure to satisfy your cravings. Whether you enjoy it drizzled with syrup, topped with fresh fruit, or just on its own, this recipe is a delicious twist on a classic that you won't forget. So why wait? Try it out, share your creations, and let me know how much you loved it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more mouth-watering recipes. Happy cooking! Warning! These yam balls are so addictive. You might just roll into the kitchen for more. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, these yam balls are like a perfect relationship. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. The ingredients for today's recipe are blended onion and pepper, tuna, seasoning powder, breadcrumbs, flour, mashed yam, eggs, and milk. In order to make yam balls, first of all, peel the yam and cut the yam into small chunks. Then place the pieces in the pot, cover with water and add a pinch of salt. Boil the yam until it is soft and tender. Next, drain the water from the boiled yam and transfer the pieces to a large bowl. Mash the yam until it is smooth and lump-free. Add salt, pepper, and any additional spices that you like. In one bowl, beat the eggs. Next, add the milk. And mix thoroughly to combine. In the second bowl, place the breadcrumbs, and in the third bowl, mix the flour and your desired seasoning. Next, roll the mashed yam into balls, and in order to accomplish this, lightly apply some oil on your palms to prevent sticking. Then take the portion of mashed yam and roll it between your palms in a circular motion. Apply gentle pressure to form a smooth ball, and then continue rolling until the ball is compact and holds its shape. Aside from rolling the mashed yam into balls, you can also roll the mashed yam into cylinders and patty shapes. For rolling the mashed yam into cylinders, simply roll the mashed yam between your hands or on a flat surface. This works well for creating yam pies or sticks. And for patty shapes, simply flatten the ball slightly between your palms or on a flat surface, creating a disc shape that can be pan-fried or baked. Next, coat the yam balls. Coating the yam balls is an essential step that adds flavor and texture, giving them a crispy exterior when fried or baked. In order to accomplish this, first take a shaped yam ball and gently roll it in the flour. Make sure it's evenly coated, shaking off any excess flour. This initial coating helps the egg wash adhere better. Next, dip the flour-coated yam ball into the egg wash, making sure to coat it thoroughly so the egg mixture covers all sides. The egg wash helps the breadcrumbs stick and provides moisture. And finally, transfer the yam ball to the bowl of breadcrumbs. Roll or press it gently to ensure it's fully coated. For an extra crispy texture, you can double coat by repeating the flour and egg wash steps before coating with breadcrumbs again. Here are some helpful tips for making perfect yam balls. 1. Choose the right yam. Use starchy yams for the best texture. White yams or yellow yams work well for a fluffy and creamy mash. 2. Don't overcook the yam. Boil the yam just until tender. Overcooking can make it too mushy, making it harder to shape into balls. 3. Let it cool. Allow the mashed yam to cool slightly before shaping. This makes it easier to handle and help the balls hold their shape better. 4. Moisten your hands. Lightly wet your hands with water or oil when shaping the yam balls to prevent sticking. 5. Double coat for extra crispiness. For an extra crunchy exterior, consider double coating your yam balls. Roll them in flour, dip in the egg wash, then coat in breadcrumbs again. 6. Season generously. Don't skimp on seasoning in both the mashed yam and the coating. This will enhance the flavor slightly. 7. Chill before frying. If you find the yam balls too soft to fry, chill them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to help them firm up. 8. Use medium heat for frying. Fry the yam balls on medium heat to ensure they cook through without burning on the outside. 9. Drain properly. After frying, place the yam balls on paper towels to absorb excess oil and keep them crispy. And finally, serve with dipping sauces. Pair your yam balls with delicious dipping sauces like spicy pepper sauce, garlic mayo, or ketchup for added flavor. There are over 600 species of yams, but only a handful are commonly eaten. Some popular varieties include white yam, yellow yam, and water yam. While yam balls are delicious, yams can be prepared in various ways. They can be boiled, baked, pounded, or even used in soups and stews. Yams are nutrient dense, offering a good source of fiber, potassium, and vitamins. They are often touted for their health benefits, including promoting digestive health. Yams have been cultivated for thousands of years, dating back to ancient civilizations in Africa and Asia. They were a crucial food source for many cultures. Making yam bowls can be a fun group activity. Gather friends or family and have a yam bowl making party. Share recipes, cook together, and enjoy the delicious results. So now we have a batch of coated yam balls to fry. In order to fry the coated yam balls, heat some oil in a frying pan over medium heat. Next, fry the coated yam balls in batches until they are golden brown and crispy on all sides. Once the yam balls are golden brown and crispy, remove them from the oil and drain on paper towels to remove excess oil. If you prefer a healthier option, you can bake the coated yam balls. And in order to do this, preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius and place the yam balls on a baking sheet. Spray them lightly with cooking oil for added crispness and bake for 20 to 25 minutes, flipping halfway through. And there you have it! Embrace your culinary creativity and let the yam balls take center stage at your next meal or gathering. With each bite, you're not just enjoying a delicious snack, you're sharing joy and flavor. So roll up your sleeves, get cooking, and make every moment delicious. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this journey into making delicious yam balls. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own yam ball creations with us. Bye for now, and see you in the next one. Welcome to Daily Kitchen Makings. Today, I'm gonna be showing you how I make one of my all-time favorite comfort foods, yam porridge. Flavorful and packed with goodness, this dish is a perfect blend of tender yams, savory spices, and rich textures that will leave you wanting more. Whether you're a first timer or a seasoned chef, you're going to love how easy and delicious this is. So, grab your apron and let's dive into the magic of yam porridge. Traditionally, yam porridge is made with palm oil, which gives it a rich, distinctive color and flavor. But today, I'll be switching things up by using vegetable oil. This is a great option if you prefer a lighter, more neutral taste, or if palm oil isn't readily available. It will still bring out the flavor of the spices and allow the yam to cook to a perfect creamy consistency. Whether you're looking for a lighter twist or just trying something new, vegetable oil works beautifully in this dish. The other ingredients I'll be using for this recipe are crushed seasoning cubes, which brings a depth of flavor that enhances every bite of the yam porridge. Next, all-purpose seasoning, which gives the dish that perfect harmony of flavor. Next, smoked fish, which gives an authentic traditional taste that's hard to resist. We also have the curry powder that adds a warm aromatic layer to the dish. Next, we have the thyme that adds a fresh herbaceous and minty flavor to the dish. We also have the ground crayfish, and trust me guys, this is a secret ingredient that delivers a savory umami boost with a touch of sweetness from the seafood essence, deepening the flavor of the yam porridge. Next, we have the garlic powder, which adds a touch of warmth to the seasoning mix without overpowering the dish. Next, we have the ginger powder that brings a gentle heat to the dish. We also have the onion that creates a sweet aromatic base, caramelizing as they cook to add a rich savory flavor to the yam porridge. Also, we have the pepper mix, which is a mixture of blended tomato, onion, scotch bonnet pepper, bell pepper, and chili pepper. The next ingredient is the unground crayfish, which adds a chewy, textural element and infuses the dish with a deeper seafood-rich flavor, making each bite more interesting. We also have black pepper, which adds a sharp, slightly pungent flavor to the dish. Next, we have the simple but essential ingredient, salt, that enhances all the other flavors. And finally, I'll be topping it off with some green vegetables for color and extra nutrition. This meal is simple yet packed with flavor. The first thing I did here was to heat up some vegetable oil. The next, I tossed in some onions and fried them until they were soft and golden brown. Next, I added the curry powder and thyme in order to give that aromatic layer. Next, I tossed in some of the unground crayfish. I also added the smoked fish. I fried it for about 2 minutes and then I went in with the pepper mix and allowed it to cook for a few minutes until the oil starts to rise to the surface and the sauce thickens slightly. This cooking process helps to reduce the sharpness of the tomatoes and concentrates the flavors. At this point, I began to layer in the seasonings, the crushed seasoning cubes, the black pepper, the ginger powder, the garlic powder, the all-purpose seasoning, and then I stirred everything together and let the spices release their aroma into the sauce. Now that the base sauce is packed with flavor, I am adding the yam. I've already peeled and cut the yam into bite-sized cubes. This size helps it cook evenly and absorb all the delicious flavors. Here, I am just making sure that each yam piece is coated with that rich, savory goodness. I also added some water in order to cook the yams. One is to be careful not to add too much water as we want the porridge to be thick and creamy and not soupy. At this point, I cover the pot and let it simmer on medium heat for about 30 minutes. I occasionally stirred it to prevent sticking, but I was also careful not to mash the yams too much because I still needed some texture in the porridge. So while the yam porridge is cooking, I would like to share some fun facts about yam porridge and its ingredients with you. 1. Did you know that yams and sweet potatoes are often confused? Yams are starchy and dry, while sweet potatoes are sweeter and softer. Yam porridge is traditionally made with yams for that perfect creamy texture. 2. Palm oil, often used in yam porridge, is rich in vitamin E and antioxidants. It is also what gives traditional yam porridge that beautiful golden red color. 3. Ground crayfish, a common seasoning in African dishes, is packed with umami, which is often called the fifth taste, giving dishes like yam porridge a rich, savory flavor. 4. The fluted pumpkin leaves, which is commonly known as ugu, often added to yam porridge, is a popular leafy vegetable in West Africa. It is not only tasty but also rich in iron and vitamins, making your porridge as healthy as it is delicious. And here I finally added the green leafy vegetable to give the yam porridge color and extra nutrition. I allow this to cook for only 2 minutes because I want the vegetables to soften just a bit but still keep their vibrant color and freshness. And there you have it. Our delicious, comforting yam porridge is ready. The yams are soft and creamy, the sauce is rich and flavorful, and the vegetables add that final touch of freshness. Whether you're serving this for family or enjoying it all by yourself, it's a dish that's guaranteed to satisfy. If you like this recipe, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more delicious meals. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy cooking! Are you ready to turn your kitchen into a flavor paradise? Today, we are transforming simple yam into a show-stopping dish that's crispy, tender, and absolutely unforgettable. It's yamarita, an irresistible treat that's sure to make your taste buds dance. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn, and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. Please stay tuned and let's dive right into this delicious creation. The ingredients for today's recipe are green bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, fresh seasoning cube, cayenne pepper, yam, soya spice, ginger powder, black pepper, eggs, and flour. We also have vegetable oil. First of all, peel and slice the yam into thin rectangular pieces. Next, boil the yam slices, adding salt until they are slightly soft but not fully cooked. You have to be careful not to overcook the yam. Here are some tips for making the perfect yamarita. 1. Don't overcook the yam. Make sure to boil the yam until just tender, not too soft. This helps to hold its shape during frying. 2. Double coat for extra crispness. Dip the yam slices in the flour mixture, then the egg, and back in the flour and the egg again, and this double coating ensures a crispier texture. 3. Season well. Do not be afraid to season the flour mixture generously. The seasoning is what gives yamarita its unique flavor. And finally, use medium heat for frying. Fry on medium heat to cook the coating evenly without burning it before the yam inside heats through. After boiling the yam, drain and set aside to cool. Yams are incredibly versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes, from pounded yam to yam porridge and of course yamarita. Next, in a shallow bowl, beat the eggs. Despite often being confused with sweet potatoes, yams are a completely different root vegetable with a starchy texture and mild flavor. In many West African cultures, yam is a symbol of prosperity and is celebrated in festivals like the New Yam Festival, marking the harvest season. Next, season the egg. Stir the egg mixture thoroughly so that the bell peppers and other ingredients are evenly distributed throughout the eggs. In another bowl, pour in the flour and season. Yamarita is a modern twist on traditional fried yam. It is believed to have originated from Nigeria as a creative way to enjoy yam with a crispy coating. Yams are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals like potassium and vitamin C, making them a healthy addition to your diet. Yams have been cultivated for over 10,000 years, making them one of the oldest known food crops, especially in Africa and Asia. There are over 600 varieties of yams grown worldwide, each with its unique flavor, texture, and culinary uses. Mix thoroughly to ensure the ingredients are evenly distributed. Hey my wonderful viewers, if you've watched the video up to this point, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Using a two-bowl setup, take each yam slice and first coat it in the seasoned flour mixture. Next, put it in the egg mixture, making sure it's fully coated. Put it back in the flour mixture, then in the egg mixture again. This double coating helps to create a crispier exterior. Repeat this process for each yam slice. In traditional medicine, yam is sometimes used for its supposed healing properties, including boosting energy and treating digestive issues. Yamarita has gained popularity as a trendy street food in Nigeria, often enjoyed as a quick snack light meal with dipping sauces. While traditionally associated with West Africa, yams are enjoyed worldwide, especially in Caribbean and South American cuisines, where they are used in various stews and soups. Some varieties of yams can grow to be over 7 feet long and weigh more than 150 pounds. In addition to fresh yams, yam flour is also popular and used to make dishes like amala, which is a staple in Nigerian cuisine. So now we have a batch of coated yam slices ready to be fried. In order to fry the coated yam slices, heat the oil in the frying pan over medium heat. Then when the oil is hot, carefully put the coated yam slices into the hot oil in batches, ensuring not to overcrowd the pan. Fry the coated yam slices until they are golden brown and crispy. The magnesium and potassium in yams contribute to maintaining strong bones and preventing conditions like osteoporosis. Yams contain diosgenin, which is a plant compound that has been studied for its potential role in hormone production, particularly for women's health. Once fried, remove the yamarita from the oil and drain on paper towels to remove excess oil. Yams have a low glycemic index, which means they cause a slower, more gradual rise in blood sugar levels, and this makes them a good choice for people managing diabetes. The fiber content in yams helps you feel fuller for longer, which can aid in weight management and reduce overeating. Also, yams are rich in antioxidants like beta carotene and vitamin C, which helps protect the body against oxidative stress and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. And finally, yams are naturally low in fat and contain no cholesterol, making them a healthy choice. And there you have it, golden, easy, delicious, and crispy yamarita. You can choose to serve your yamarita with the dipping sauce of your choice, such as ketchup, spicy pepper sauce, or even mayonnaise. Yamarita is a simple yet satisfying dish that combines the soft, comforting texture of yam with a crispy flavor coating. Whether served as a snack, side dish, or part of a main meal, it is sure to be a hit. give it a try and enjoy this tasty Nigerian treat. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you will get notified whenever I post new delicious recipes. Until I come your way again, happy cooking! Get ready to elevate your taste buds with a dish that's both bold and comforting. Today, we're making catfish ukodo with a twist of sweet plantains, a traditional Nigerian pepper soup that blends spicy, savory, and sweet in every bite. Whether you're new to Nigerian cuisine or a seasoned fan, this flavorful fusion is sure to warm your heart and satisfy your cravings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn and this is Daily Kitchen Making. Trust me, you won't miss a single step of this recipe. By the end of this video, you will not only know how to make the perfect catfish ukodo with plantains, but I'll also be sharing some secret tips to take your pepper soup to the next level. So stick around for the full experience and let's create a dish that will wow your taste buds. The ingredients for today's recipe are pepper soup spice mix, lemongrass, black pepper, yellow scotch bonnet pepper, onion, catfish, plantain, yam, brown crayfish, red scotch bonnet pepper, scent leaves, and crushed seasoning cubes. First of all, cook the yam. In order to do this, add the yam chunks into a pot with enough water to cover them. Boil the yam for about 15 to 20 minutes until it is tender but not mushy. This ensures the yam retains its structure and texture. Once the yam is cooked, drain the water and set the yam aside. Cooking the yam separately prevents it from breaking apart in the soup and allows it to maintain its flavor. Next, put the catfish into a pot. Add enough water to cover the fish. Add the chopped onion. Seasoning cubes, and black pepper. After the yam has cooked for about 10 minutes, add the ripe plantain chunks to the pot. Then continue boiling both the yam and plantains together for another 5 to 10 minutes until they are both tender but not mushy. This step allows the flavors to blend while ensuring both ingredients are cooked perfectly. Here are some tips for making ukodo. 1. Use fresh catfish for the best flavor. 2. Clean the catfish thoroughly to remove any slime. 3. Rinse the catfish with lime or lemon juice for added freshness. 4. Adjust the water level to your preference depending on how thick or soupy you like your ukodo. 5. Store any leftovers in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. The flavors will continue to develop as it sits. If you prefer the pepper soup to be thick, just mash a few pieces of yam and plantain into the soup before serving to create a creamier texture. For a deeper flavor, marinate the catfish in a mix of lime juice, salt, and a bit of pepper before cooking, allowing this to sit for 30 minutes. While catfish is traditional, you can also experiment with other proteins such as chicken or shrimp. You might just have to adjust the cooking time accordingly. And speaking about the vegan version, simply omit the fish and use vegetable broth as the base. Then add more vegetables like spinach or mushrooms for extra nutrition. Carefully add the boiled yam and plantain to the pot of pepper soup and gently stir to incorporate them without breaking them apart, allowing them to soak up the flavors from the broth. Next, add the pepper soup spice mix and ground crayfish. Ukodo has some nutritional benefits and they include 1. Protein. This is gotten from the catfish, which supports muscle growth, repair, and overall body function. 2. Carbohydrates. The carbohydrate is gotten from the yam and ripe plantains, and it provides a quick source of energy. 3. Dietary fiber. The dietary fiber is gotten from the yam and plantains, and this aids digestion and promotes regular bowel movement. 4. Vitamins. Vitamin C, which is found in peppers and onions, supports immune function and acts as an antioxidant, while vitamin A, which is present in peppers, is essential for vision, skin health, and immune function. Allow it to simmer for an additional 5 minutes. Here are some fun facts about ukodo and its key ingredients. 1. Ukodo is often regarded as comfort food, especially during cold weather or when someone is feeling under the weather due to its warm, soothing nature. 2. Similar dishes exist in other cultures such as Korean hot pot or Vietnamese hot pot, highlighting the universal love for hearty, flavorful soup dishes. Next are the Scotch bonnet peppers. Ukodo is typically enjoyed in a communal setting, with family and friends gathering around to share the meal, emphasizing togetherness and bonding. The technique of cooking yam and plantains in broth is not unique to Ukodo. Many West African dishes use this method to infuse flavors and create hearty meals. And finally, add the lemongrass. Using lemongrass in ukodo adds a refreshing citrusy flavor that complements the dish beautifully. Taste the soup and adjust the seasoning or spice level as needed. And once everything is cooked and well combined, turn off the heat. Remove the lemongrass stalks before serving, as they are tough and not meant to be eaten. And that's a wrap on our flavorful ukodo with catfish and ripe plantains. This hearty dish perfectly showcases the unique combination of textures and taste, making it a fantastic meal for any occasion. We hope this recipe inspires you to bring a taste of tradition into your kitchen. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more delicious recipes, and share your own ukodo experiences in the comments below. Thanks for joining us today. Happy cooking, and see you in the next video.
Do you love bold, spicy flavors with a hint of sweetness? Then why haven't you tried Giz Dodo yet? Have you ever wondered how a simple combination of plantains and gizzard can turn into a party-worthy dish? Then stick around because I'm gonna show you. What's the secret to perfectly crispy plantains and juicy gizzard in one bite? Trust me, you're about to find out. Are you looking for a unique dish that will make your guests ask for seconds? Giz dodo is the answer. Are you curious to learn how? Can a dish be sweet, savory, spicy, and still be ridiculously easy to make? Well, let us find out with Giz dodo. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. Please stick around because in this video, I'm not just going to be showing you how to make giz dodo. I'm also going to be sharing some fun facts about giz dodo with you. Plus, I'm going to be giving you all the insider tips to get a perfect balance of flavors. Trust me, by the end, you will be craving every bite. The ingredients I'll be using for today's recipe include yellow bell pepper, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, onion, pepper mix, which is a blend of bell pepper, chili pepper, and scotch bonnet pepper. We also have our tomato paste, we have plantain, spring onion, gizzard, vegetable oil for frying, and then we have our spices, which include curry powder, thyme, ginger powder, garlic powder, crushed seasoning cubes, and oregano. After thoroughly cleaning the gizzard, I rinsed them under cold water and then I marinated them for 1 hour using the spices which I listed out earlier. And remember, as it is always said about marination, marinating the beef allows the seasoning to penetrate them, and the longer you marinate, the tastier your beef will be. Next, I added some water and simmered them until they were tender. While the gizzards are simmering and absorbing those rich flavors, you can multitask by frying the plantains. In order to fry the plantains, make sure to select ripe plantains. Next, peel and slice the plantains into small cubes or rounds depending on your preference. Next, in the frying pan, heat enough vegetable oil over medium heat to fry the plantains. Add the plantain pieces to the hot oil in small batches, making sure not to overcrowd the pan. Fry them until they turn golden brown and crispy on the outside, which should take about 3 to 5 minutes per batch.
Once fried, use a slotted spoon to transfer the plantains to a plate lined with paper towels. This will help drain any excess oil and keep the plantains crispy.
Here are some fun facts about geese dodo. 1. Geese dodo is a combination of two popular Nigerian ingredients, gizzard and dodo, that is, fried plantains, making it a perfect mix of savory and sweet. 2. In Nigeria, geese dodo is a popular party dish, often found at weddings and festive gatherings. It is always a crowd pleaser. 3. While it's typically spicy, you can control the level of heat in geese dodo, making it as mild or fiery as you like. 4. Geese dodo isn't an ancient traditional recipe. It became popular more recently as food lovers got creative with their plantains and gizzards combination. 5. Geese dodo can be served as a side dish, main dish, or even as a filling for wraps and tacos for a fun twist. Two tips for making perfect geese dodo are: 1. Pre-cook the gizzard. Boil the gizzard until tender before frying. This ensures they are well cooked and helps them absorb flavors better. 2. Use fresh ingredients. Fresh bell peppers and onions add more flavor and texture to the dish. After frying, set the plantains aside until the gizzards are ready. They'll be tossed together later, creating that perfect balance of savory and sweetness. So now that the gizzards are fully cooked, I'm going to be using the same oil used in frying the plantains to fry the gizzard as well. I'm going to be frying the gizzards until they are golden brown and crispy on the outside. While frying the gizzard, stir the gizzards occasionally to ensure they cook evenly and get a uniform crisp. In a pot or pan, heat up some vegetable oil which will be used in making the base sauce for combining the plantains and the gizzards. Here, I am using the same oil which I used in frying the plantains and the gizzards to make this base sauce. Next, saute the sliced onions until they become translucent and fragrant. Add the diced bell peppers, the red, yellow, and green ones, and continue to cook until they start to soften and release their sweetness. Next, add the tomato paste and cook it for a few minutes. Next, incorporate the pepper mix. This adds heat and depth. Cook for a few minutes until the peppers are well integrated and aromatic. Next, layer in the seasonings and stir well to combine all the flavors.
Next, add the fried gizzard and plantains to the sauce, stirring gently to coat everything evenly. Cook for a few more minutes, allowing the plantains and gizzards to absorb the sauce and meld with the flavors. At this point, you might want to add a bit more salt, pepper, or spices depending on your preference. Here, I added the bell peppers and some slices of onions, and then I combined. Once combined, your plantains and gizzards will be enveloped in a flavorful sauce, making every bite a delicious mix of sweet, spicy, and savory elements. And there you have it, guys. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this delicious beef dodo recipe as much as I did. If you tried it out or have any questions, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more tasty recipes. See you next time with more culinary adventures. Have you ever wondered what happens when you take a classic Scotch egg and give it a mouth-watering seafood twist? Now just look at this, a perfectly soft boiled egg. It's golden yolk just waiting to oozle, wrapped in a delicate layer of seasoned flaky fish, adding a burst of ocean fresh flavor. The whole thing was then rolled in a crispy breadcrumb and fried to golden perfection, creating a satisfying crunch with every bite. Inside, it is tender, savory, and just melts in your mouth. This isn't just a snack, it is a gourmet experience, blending the richness of the egg with the light, flavorful fish for a bite that's truly unforgettable. Welcome to the channel. My name is Roslyn, and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. In today's video, we're diving into the world of Scotch egg coated with fresh, flavorful fish. Trust me, you want to stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be craving the fusion of flavors that will take your taste buds on an unforgettable journey. In order to create this irresistible fish Scotch egg, we'll need just a handful of simple yet flavorful ingredients. First, we'll be using boiled eggs. You can choose to make yours soft or hard depending on your preference. Next, we have fish, which we'll be seasoning in the course of the video. For the crispy coating, we have a layer of egg wash and golden breadcrumbs that fry up to a perfect crunch. For our seasoning, we'll be using crushed seasoning cubes, cayenne pepper, curry powder, thyme, and all-purpose seasoning. Seasoning the fish is where we elevate the flavor of the Scotch egg. To bring out its natural flavors, I'll be adding a blend of spices. Gently mix the seasonings into the fish, making sure it is evenly coated so every bite delivers that perfect balance of savory and aromatic goodness. Once your fish is perfectly seasoned, it is time to bring it to life. Just add a small amount of water to your pot,
just enough to steam and gently cook the fish without overpowering the flavors. Cover the pot and let the fish simmer on low heat for a few minutes until it is tender and flakes easily with a fork. This method ensures the fish stays moist and absorbs all the seasoning, giving you that perfect, delicate texture that will wrap around the egg like a dream. After cooking the fish, you have to set it aside so that it cools and then go ahead to debone the fish. Deboning the fish is a crucial step to ensure a smooth texture for your Scotch egg. Start by carefully inspecting the fish, running your fingers along the surface to feel for any tiny bones. Using a pair of tweezers or your fingers, gently pull out each bone, making sure not to damage the flesh. You need to take your time here because you want your fish to be completely bone-free so that when it's mashed and wrapped around the egg, you get that silky, flawless texture in every bite with no unpleasant surprises. Now that the fish has been completely deboned, it is time to mash it. You can choose to mash yours into a fine, flaky texture, but in this video, I'll be mashing this fish with large chunks, giving the Scotch egg a more textured bite. Instead of breaking the fish down completely, I'll be leaving some larger flaky pieces intact. Using a fork, lightly mash the fish until most of it is smooth. But be sure to leave those satisfying chunks that will add bursts of flavor and a more rustic feel to the dish. This approach gives a heartier, more substantial wrap around the egg, providing contrast between the creamy egg and the tender, flaky fish for an exciting mix of textures in every bite. Adding an egg to the mashed fish helps bind everything together and adds a bit of moisture. After mashing the fish with those delightful chunks, crack an egg into the mixture. Gently fold the egg in, ensuring it is evenly distributed throughout the fish. This will help the fish hold its shape when you wrap it around the egg and give the coating a cohesive, smooth texture. The egg acts as a glue, keeping everything together and enhancing the overall flavor and consistency of your fish Scotch egg. Coating the fish is the final step to achieving that crispy golden exterior. Once the fish is seasoned, mashed, and mixed with the egg, it is time to wrap it around the boiled egg. Take a portion of the fish mixture and gently mold it around the egg, ensuring it is evenly covered. Press it firmly but carefully so that it sticks and forms a smooth layer. Rolling the coated egg in breadcrumbs is crucial for achieving that crispy golden exterior. Once the egg is wrapped in the fish mixture, start by placing it in a shallow dish or on the plate with breadcrumbs. Gently roll the egg around in the breadcrumbs, ensuring it's fully covered. Use your hands to press the breadcrumbs onto the surface, making sure they stick well and form an even layer. This step creates a crispy outer layer that will become perfectly golden when cooked. Frying the Scotch egg is the final step to get that crispy golden finish. In order to accomplish this, first of all, heat up enough oil to submerge the eggs about halfway. You can always test to see if the oil is ready to be used for frying, and this you can do by dropping a small piece of bread in it, and if it sizzles and bubbles, then the oil is ready. Next, gently lower each coated Scotch egg into the hot oil. Be careful not to overcrowd the pan. Fry in batches if necessary. Next, fry the Scotch eggs until they are golden brown and crispy on all sides. And finally, use a slotted spoon to remove the eggs from the oil and transfer them to a plate lined with paper towels. This will help absorb any excess oil and keep the coating crispy. And there you have it, the perfect fish Scotch egg with a crispy golden coating and a tender flavorful fish wrap. This unique twist on the classic is sure to impress and satisfy any palate. Whether you're enjoying it as a snack or a fancy appetizer, it is a delightful fusion of flavors and textures. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tasty creations. See you next time! Egusi soup is a rich, hearty dish deeply rooted in West African cuisine, known for its bold flavors and nourishing ingredients. Made from ground melon seeds, this soup is traditionally cooked with leafy greens, assorted meat, fish, and a variety of spices, creating a deliciously aromatic and creamy texture. This beloved dish is a staple in Nigerian households and across the region, offering a perfect balance of flavor and nutrition. Whether paired with fufu, pounded yam, or any other swallow, egusi soup is a culinary treasure that invites warmth, comfort, and the true taste of tradition. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn, and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. As we cook, I'll be sharing pro tips to make your egusi soup even more flavorful and unique. Trust me, these little tricks can really elevate your dish. And here's where it gets fun. I've also got an amazing fact about egusi soup that I bet most people don't even know. For instance, did you know that the melon seeds used in egusi are actually a major source of protein in West Africa? Well, that's just one of the things we'll be talking about. So stick around because throughout the video, I'll be dropping these useful tips and fun facts that will not only help you make an incredible egusi soup, but also give you a deeper appreciation for this amazing dish. So let's get cooking and have some fun together. The ingredients for today's recipe are ground melon seed, pepper mix, which is a blend of red bell pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, and cayenne pepper, bitter leaf, smoked fish, ground crayfish, stockfish, cow skin, which is also known as pomo, crushed bouillon cubes, uziza leaf, palm oil, and onion. All the ingredients have been prepped and are ready to go. The ground melon seeds, that is the egusi,
have been finely blended to form a smooth powder and further mixed with water in order to form a paste. The pepper mix has been carefully blended to just the right consistency. The uziza leaves have been washed and chopped, ready to add that distinct peppery flavor, while the smoked fish and stockfish have been softened and deboned for easy cooking. Here are some fun facts about egusi soup. 1. The term egusi refers to the seeds of certain types of melons, particularly the African melon, and these seeds are not only delicious but also packed with protein and healthy fats. 2. Egusi soup is incredibly versatile. While it's traditionally made in Nigeria, variations exist across West Africa, with each region adding its unique twist, like the use of different spices or types of greens. Start by heating some palm oil over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, add the chopped onions and saute until they are soft and fragrant, releasing their sweet aroma. Next, pour in the blended pepper mix and stir it well. Let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. This allows the peppers to cook down and intensify their flavor while the oil begins to rise to the top. Next, spoon the egusi paste into the pepper mix in small dollops. Egusi seeds are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals, making the soup not only delicious but also nutritious. They are known to support heart health and may help lower cholesterol levels. Stir occasionally but gently and let it cook for about 10 minutes until the egusi absorbs the liquid and forms into soft, fluffy lumps. This mixture will thicken as the egusi cooks. Here are some helpful tips for making the best egusi soup. 1. Use fresh, high-quality ingredients for the best flavor. 2. Do all your chopping and blending before you start cooking in order to make the cooking process smoother and more efficient. 3. Allow the ground melon seeds to cook well in order to enhance their flavor. 4. Feel free to experiment with different proteins to customize your egusi soup to your taste. Once the egusi has cooked, add the stockfish, pomo, and smoked fish or your desired protein. These proteins will infuse the soup with their unique flavors while absorbing the richness of the stew. Allow this to cook for another 10 to 15 minutes, allowing the flavors to meld. Next, incorporate the ground crayfish and seasoning. These will enhance the depth of flavor and bring a rich, savory taste to the soup. Another helpful tip for making the best egusi soup is to make it ahead. Egusi soup often tastes even better the next day as the flavors meld together. So consider making a large batch to enjoy leftovers. Next, add the washed bitter leaf and the chopped uziza leaves. These greens will add both a fresh, slightly bitter taste and a peppery kick, balancing the richness of the soup. Then allow this to simmer for a few more minutes until tender. And finally, taste the soup and adjust the seasoning if necessary. If the soup is too thick, you can add a bit more water or stock to reach your desired consistency. Then simmer for a final few minutes to ensure all the ingredients are perfectly cooked and the flavors are well blended. And there you have it! Our rich, flavorful, and absolutely mouth-watering egusi soup is ready. This dish is packed with bold flavors, tender proteins, and the perfect blend of spices. Whether you're serving it with fufu, pounded yam, or any other side of your choice, This egusi soup is sure to impress. I hope you enjoyed cooking along with me and learned some fun tips and tricks to elevate your dish. If you try this recipe, let me know how it turns out in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing recipes like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep cooking, keep exploring, and keep making every meal more delicious. Onion rings are a popular snack or side dish made from onions that are sliced into rings, coated in butter and breadcrumbs, and then deep fried until crispy. They are commonly served in fast food restaurants or dinners, but they can easily be made at home too. Welcome to my channel. My name is Roslyn, and this is Daily Kitchen Makings. Today, we are diving into the world of the golden, crispy onion rings. Whether you love them as a snack, a side, or the star of the show, these crispy circles of joy never fail to satisfy. Stick around to discover the secret behind that irresistible crunch and the sweet, savory flavor hiding inside every bite. The ingredients I'll be using for today's recipe are cold milk, and the cold milk helps to create a smooth batter and adds moisture, making the coating light and crisp when fried. Next, we have ginger powder, which adds a subtle warm spice to the batter, giving the onion rings a unique flavor twist. Next, we have garlic powder, which boosts the savory flavor with a mild garlic taste, complementing the onion's sweetness. Next, we have cayenne pepper, which adds a slight heat to the batter, perfect for those who love a little kick in their onion rings. Next, we have all-purpose seasoning, which consists of a blend of spices that enhances the overall flavor, ensuring each bite is well seasoned. Next, we have salt, which is essential for flavor and balances and enhances the taste of all other ingredients. Next, we have flour. The flour forms the base of the batter, giving the onion rings structure and making them crispy when fried. Next, we have black pepper, and the black pepper adds a sharp, slightly spicy note that complements the cayenne pepper and the garlic powder. Next, we have breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs gives the onion rings that crunchy textured coating on the outside. Next, we have egg. The egg helps bind the butter and the breadcrumbs to the onion, ensuring an even coating. Next, we have the baking powder, which lightens the batter, making the onion rings puff up slightly for a crispier texture. Next, we have the vegetable oil, which we'll be using for frying. The vegetable oil creates a golden crispy exterior, which we all love. And finally, we have the onion, which is the star of the show. Its sweetness is brought out during frying, while staying tender inside the crispy coating. You can totally make these onion rings your own by customizing the spices. The beauty of this recipe is that you can adjust the flavors to suit your taste. So, get creative and have fun experimenting with your spice mix. To make sure the onion rings come out perfectly coated and crispy, I'll be using a 3-bowl setup. In the first bowl, I'll mix the flour with all the spices. The flour coating helps the batter stick to the onions and adds that first layer of flavor. Here's a fun fact about onion rings. Did you know that the classic onion ring was popularized in the United States in the 1930s? The onion rings can trace their origins back to the ancient Greeks who enjoyed fried onions as a dish. In the second bowl, I'll be putting in the breadcrumbs and a little oil. After the onion rings are dipped in the egg mixture, they will be coated in breadcrumbs, giving them that irresistible crunch when fried. And in the third bowl, I'll be whisking together the egg and cold milk. This mixture makes the onion rings sticky, allowing the breadcrumbs to cling and form a thick, crunchy coating. Coating the onion rings involves a simple step-by-step process to ensure each ring is perfectly crispy. I am starting by dipping each onion ring into the first bowl with the flour and spices, making sure the ring is completely covered. Next, I am transferring the floured onion ring to the second bowl with the egg and milk mixture, ensuring it's fully coated. This creates a sticky layer that will help the breadcrumbs to stick. And finally, I am placing the onion ring in the third bowl with the breadcrumbs, pressing gently to make sure the breadcrumbs adhere well, covering the entire ring for that perfect crispy texture. Just repeat these steps for each onion ring, and you will have a batch ready for frying with an even crunchy coating. Hey wonderful viewers, if you're enjoying this recipe and you want to see more tasty content like this, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to click the notification bell so you never miss a delicious new video. Your support helps us keep bringing you great recipes and cooking tips. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to making these amazing onion rings. Another fun fact about onion rings is that the largest onion ring ever made weighed a whopping 24.2 pounds, which is 11 kilograms. So now that we've got a batch of perfectly coated onion rings, it is time to fry them up. So here, after heating the vegetable oil, I carefully place the coated onion rings into the hot oil, making sure not to overcrowd the pan. I fried the onion rings in batches to ensure they cook evenly and stay crispy. I fried each batch until the onion rings turned golden brown and crispy. And finally, I removed the onion rings from the oil and let them drain on a paper towel-lined plate to remove excess oil. 2 tips and tricks for making perfect onion rings are: 1. Frying at the right temperature. It is important to fry at the right temperature because if the oil is too hot, then the onion rings will burn. And if the oil is too cool, then the onion rings will absorb excess oil and become greasy. And 2. Not overcrowding the pan. Fry the onion rings in batches to avoid overcrowding. This ensures even cooking and keeps the rings from sticking together. And there you have it, a batch of crispy golden onion rings ready to be enjoyed. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed making these crispy, delicious onion rings as much as I did. If you tried this recipe, let me know how it turned out in the comments below. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe for more tasty recipes, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video.
see you next time for more delicious dishes. Breadcrumbs, a humble ingredient with the power to transform dishes. From adding that perfect golden crunch to absorbing rich flavors, breadcrumbs hold the secret to elevating everyday meals into culinary masterpieces. But what makes them so special? Welcome to my channel. My name is Rosalind and this is Daily Kitchen Making. Today, we are diving into the world of breadcrumbs, exploring their versatility, the magic behind their texture, and how this kitchen staple can take your cooking to the next level. So, guys, let's crumble, toast, and savor the possibilities. Breadcrumbs can be made from various types of bread, including white bread, whole wheat bread, or gluten free varieties. In today's recipe, I will be using white bread. White bread works perfectly because of its neutral flavor, which allows it to blend seamlessly into any dish without overpowering other ingredients. It also has a light, airy texture, which makes it easy to break down into fine crumbs. And when toasted, it gives the perfect crispness for breading or toppings. Plus, it's commonly available, making it a convenient choice for homemade breadcrumbs. In order to make breadcrumbs, you can either choose to toast your bread before blending, or you can choose to blend your bread before toasting. Both of them work. In today's recipe, I'll be blending the bread before toasting them. In order to accomplish that, simply tear the bread into smaller chunks and place them in a food processor. Pulse a few times until you get the desired crumb size. For finer breadcrumbs, blend longer, and for coarser breadcrumbs, just pulse a few times. Before we dive deeper into today's recipe, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. By subscribing, you will stay updated with our latest culinary tips, tricks, and delicious recipes. Now, let's get back to perfecting our breadcrumbs. After blending, you can choose to toast the breadcrumbs in either an oven or in a frying pan. And in today's recipe, I'll be using a frying pan. And so, to toast breadcrumbs in a frying pan, start by heating up the frying pan over medium heat. Once the pan is hot, add the breadcrumbs in a single layer. Stir them frequently to prevent burning and ensure even toasting. Here are some tips for making perfect breadcrumbs. 1. Choose the right bread. You should opt for bread with a neutral flavor like white or whole wheat for versatility. If you want a specific flavor, try using seasoned or specialty breads. 2. Ensure bread is dry. For the best texture, use stale bread or toast fresh bread until it's completely dry. This will help prevent soggy crumbs and ensures a crisp texture. 3. Season as desired. For added flavor, mix in herbs, spices, or cheese before toasting the crumbs. These can enhance the flavor profile of your dishes. 4. Avoid overcrowding. When toasting breadcrumbs in a pan, work in batches to avoid overcrowding. This ensures even toasting and prevents burning. And 5. Store properly. Store homemade breadcrumbs in an airtight container in a cool, dry place. For longer shelf life, keep them in the refrigerator or freezer.
Within 5 to 7 minutes, the breadcrumbs will turn golden brown and crispy. When they're perfectly toasted, remove them from the heat and let them cool before using them in your recipes. If you're toasting a larger quantity of breadcrumbs, it is best to work in batches so the pan doesn't get overcrowded. After finishing the first batch, add the next batch in the same way, stirring frequently over medium heat until they're golden brown and crisp. Repeat this process for each batch, ensuring even toasting and perfect crunch each time. Just remember to let each batch cool completely before combining them. So my wonderful viewers, I would like to share some fun facts that highlight the history, versatility, and creativity which you can bring to using breadcrumbs in your kitchen. 1. Breadcrumbs have been used since ancient times. The earliest recipes for breading and breadcrumbs date back to Roman times, showing how long they've been a staple in cooking. 2. Breadcrumbs aren't just for breading, they can be used as a topping for casseroles, mixed into meatballs or meatloaf for extra texture, or even added to soups and stews to thicken them. 3. Different cultures have their own versions of breadcrumbs. For example, Japanese panko breadcrumbs are larger and crispier than traditional breadcrumbs, giving a lighter, crunchier texture to fried foods. 4. Breadcrumbs are a great way to use up stale or leftover bread, reducing food waste and making the most out of what you have. And finally, you can easily customize your breadcrumbs by adding your favorite seasonings, herbs, or cheeses, making them as simple or as gourmet as you like. And there you have it! From simple slices of bread to perfectly toasted golden breadcrumbs. Whether you're adding that irresistible crunch to a casserole or elevating your favorite fried dishes, homemade breadcrumbs are the secret ingredients that can truly transform your cooking. Thanks for joining me on this breadcrumb adventure. Now it's your turn to give it a try. And please, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share your breadcrumb creations in the comments below. Until next time, keep cooking, keep exploring, and keep making every dish a little more delicious.